that's big.
Hey, you guys, welcome. We're so excited that you are here. I am Connie, and this is Kristie, whichever way. Zoom's a little weird sometimes, y'all. We are the business strategy gals. We are experts when it comes to Facebook marketing, when it comes to business strategy. And our goal is to help you have a step by step strategy for your business. And we're really here if you have an established business, like you're already making some income, you already have your Facebook set up, and you're just like, how do I do all of this? We're here to help you with that. Okay, so this is our mini audit. These are 100% free. And so in the description, there is a link to our website. You can absolutely sign up for that if you haven't already. These are so much fun. And grab a piece of paper, grab a pen. You're going to want to take some notes, because even just look at it from your own page. What are some of the suggestions that you could implement on your page? But we're happy to do an audit, a free audit for you. We also have an amazing membership. So this, again, is for that established business owner who wants to just have more income. That's our goal. We do a custom plan, a quarterly custom plan, so you know exactly what to work on. Have you ever been like, I don't know what to do? We're going to solve that. We also have guides in there to how to run Facebook ads, how for email, like what does your email need to look like? What does your social media post need to look like? We have tons of that in there, templates, and we are in there Monday through Friday answering any question that you have about your business. So amazing. There's also information on our website about that also. Okay, and that is by application only, just because we want to take a look and make sure we're a good fit. So Kristie, I'm so excited to do these.
Me too, because we've had so many business owners contact us that can't work with us one-on-one, can't afford for us to just do the services for them, but they really need our help. And so I feel like we're finally like filling that need with this. So super excited to get started and help
And
all these
our
small business
first
owners.
person is a Kristie. This is
Woohoo!
Kristie, and she's from Dollar and Cents. So we're going to start off on her Facebook page, because you guys, that's where people start when they get to know you. That's where they kind of get that brand awareness of who you are. So this is Kristie, and it's Saving Dollars and Cents. And the other Kristie, I'm
Fantastic. Yeah, so I'm super excited. I love looking at Facebook pages and giving people just some super simple pointers to help. So we're just going to jump right in. You can see I've kind of blown up my screen so you guys can see it easier on video. So first thing I'm going to cover is this cover photo. So it looks really good when it's on desktop, but like over 90% of people are going to be looking at the Facebook page on a phone. So we pulled this up on the phone. That writing, the frugal living tips and tricks, is super tiny. Like it almost looks just like black lines on a phone. And so we would say, go ahead and make that bigger. And as far as having Saving Dollars and Cents on there, not necessary, because every time somebody sees your cover photo here, they're also going to see Saving Dollars and Cents, the name of your page, right by it. So you could take this off here, make this a lot bigger so that it's easily readable on a mobile phone. And then once you upload it to your page, make sure you immediately check it on your mobile phone to see if you can see it very easily and it's easy to read. One of the things,
sorry.
yeah.
I always have, so I'm on an iPhone and I have a friend on an Android. So I always have her check on her Android. That's just a great tip, is like,
Yes.
look at it from both Android and iPhone. Because you guys, the templates just don't always tell you. And I know Kristie, like we've got like a really special thing for them. Like Kristie has
Yeah.
a template to help you with this.
Yes, I've given this to so many of my clients. I'm just going to pull up Canva for you guys. And this is something, if you want, we have a link to it down below, and we'll send that over to you. But this is just a template so you can see I've got the area right here, area shown on mobile. Keep your important images and text in this blue area. So you want to make sure everything's in this blue area, because this whole thing will be shown on desktop, but only this area here is shown on a phone. And so you'll want to make sure that that's big enough. So This is actually a different size template than what Canva gives you when you click on Facebook cover photo template, because they do not keep that up to date. So if that's something you want, we've got the link for that below. So going back over here, so that's tip number one. One thing we love is your page name saving dollars and cents, because it makes sense. People know exactly what they're getting when they come to your page. So love that. And then going down here, you've got your pinned post is your freebie, which is fantastic. And Connie's going to have a little bit of critique for you later on that, going over to the website, but I love having a pinned post of your freebie here. One thing I also noticed is that you do not have any ads running. And one quick thing that you can do, you can run an ad just to this budgeting for kids. It could even be this post for right now. You're going to be able to get leads on that for I'm guessing 20 to 30 cents a lead. It's definitely going to be less than $1. But on the thank you page for that, if you're also directing people to your group, to join your group, or just to follow you on your page, you're also going to grow your page, or you're going to or grow your group while you're growing your email list. And of course, that's going to help you to grow your income.
And Kristie, we always get this question.
Yeah.
That little blue button that says boost the post, because I'm sure it's right down below.
Yeah. Oh, it's not on. Yeah. If it was my page, it would be. Yes.
Walk away, y'all. Walk away. That is not, when Kristie says run an ad, like she's talking about like a specific type of ad in the back of business Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boosting just gets you junk.
Yeah. And here's the thing is the boost button can work for people who already know how to run ads, because you know how to set it up with the boost button. But if you don't already know how to work ads manager, that boost button, it's just, you're going to throw money away. I've seen it one too many times. So definitely learn how to use ads manager to do that. And that's something we do in the have in the membership for you as well. And again, in the membership, you get to ask us questions. So if you're like totally lost, like we'll just walk you right through exactly what you need to do. So going through the rest of your post, I'm just going to go to like 5 posts. So we've got the pin post. We've got this national park one. I love the photo. You have a link to your website there. We like that. And we've got a post here that says share, and it's about being old, right? Who remembers all this stuff? Funny post, got lots of reactions, some shares, some comments. Unfortunately, it doesn't have anything to do with your page. It doesn't have anything to do with saving dollars and cents. Like, it's funny, and this is something, you've got some other posts down here too. This here is funny. Again, those are funny and good to share, just for general engagement, especially if that's your ideal client. But if it doesn't have to do with your page, I would not share funny stuff like this more than like a couple times a month, or else people are just going to get used to just your page is about the funny stuff. And then you're not attracting your ideal client who really wants to save dollars and cents. You're just attracting people who like funny memes. So I would not post those a whole lot. Going down here, you've got a couple questions and not a lot of comments with almost 60,000 followers. Is that right, Connie? Did we say?
It's a little over 60,000.
Yeah. So, 60,000 followers and 6 comments. And I'm sure that that's frustrating for you too. So one thing that's worked really well for me on pages that I've managed is to actually either just use the Facebook backgrounds that are provided when you post, and then use the exact same one every time you post a question, so that people are used to seeing what, they know that that's your page every time they see that color. Or just go ahead and create something in Canva, just a simple template that's like your brand colors, and put all the questions on those and then upload them as photos. You just want it branded more, because people tend to answer those more often. Let's see here. Yeah, another funny one, but again, has nothing to do with your page. Do we have anything to say on this one here? Oh, yes, this post here. We're going to tell you. So you've got your URL here and just the photo. What's working really well actually is to post that URL, let it auto-populate, but then delete the URL out so that you just have the auto-populated photo there. That's working better with Facebook right now. So you might want to try that out.
And even just adding a question to that, like
Oh, yes.
who wants to win this?
Yes.
You
What
guys,
would you spend it
so
on if
many
you
times
did win it?
people tell us like, well, I'm not getting comments, but you didn't ask them a question. So like always put a question and then give them a call to action, like tell us below, or something like comment below, something like that, to where like you're
Yes.
leading them to what you want them to do.
Yes.
So,
I love the tell us below because it doesn't get you,
yeah.
once you say comment, sometimes every once in a while Facebook doesn't like you using that word. So tell us below works so perfectly. I don't think I had any other suggestions on the page.
So let's talk a little bit about video. Can you pull up her video?
Yeah, let's go to videos.
So one of the things that we know, because you've got over 60,000 people on there, you could easily monetize videos. Okay. And here's kind of the rule with those. They need to be at least around 3 minutes, probably not any more than like 8 minutes. And I manage several pages where we're monetized. Like literally, my business owner made over $800 this week just on videos. We do one video a day. And so even here where you've got the 6 meals in an hour or less, that 43 minutes is way too long for people. Like our attention spans are just like not that long in our world. So if you take that and like divide that up per meal, and then just do like a 3 to 8 minute video and then put it in the playlist. Under videos, there's a way to make a playlist and put 6 meals in an hour. So, how to save money. Here's the thing, you guys, you still want to be using SEO. You still want those search, because when people go into the little search bar on Facebook, they're looking for specific things. Maybe they're looking for meal planning. So if you've got videos that are about meal planning, you can easily pop up in Facebook, which increases your view time, which increases your income from monetization. So I would definitely look at that. You've got several videos. I mean, that would be something in your strategy that we would definitely address, because I just think that that's a great place for you to monetize super easily. So even just giving a tip a day of how do you save money, like become that expert, because then you're asked to summits and then you're asked to go on podcasts and things like that do nothing but increase your business.
I agree, Connie. And one of the pages that I managed for a client, before I even started managing the page, she was doing a weekly live on every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. And by the time I took over the page, and she continued to do that, even though I was doing all the posting for her, and her people were talking back on all those questions that we would ask. I said we use those Facebook backgrounds, but people would talk back in paragraphs. And my theory is that they felt like they knew her. So when she'd ask, because they had seen her every single week, every week for 18 months. And so they felt like they knew her. So when we would ask a question, they felt like they were answering her directly. And so they gave all their information.
Paragraph. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
So
guys,
it's so
you don't
important.
have to do it live. You can pre-record
Right.
these. And then the awesome thing is we're going to look at her YouTube channel in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
But repurpose those videos, put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook. You're monetizing then in two places, not one. We do it all the time with our businesses. So, girl, Kristie, you're leaving money on the table. But it's so easy to fix. And I hope you guys that are watching, like, you just know, like, this is so easy. And that's part of what we're good at. Like, I literally study the analytics of our videos to see like what it's doing, my business owner went from making $100 a week to we're right at 800, and the CPM on Facebook monetization is the highest I've ever seen it at this point. So
this is the time to jump in. Like, you want to monetize your videos right now.
I have a big theory of why it is, but it's big at the moment. So yeah, definitely look at that. So okay, so we love that. Let's move on to her website.
All right.
Okay, guys, my lovely there. Okay, so let me pull up her website. So first of all, Kristie, I mean, look at this. Look where this girl's been featured at.
Awesome.
Like, that's amazing. So here's that kids budgeting, the worksheets and the freebie and all of that. So girl, you have a ton of amazing things going on. One, you're already monetized, which is awesome. I would look maybe at Rank IQ and see if some of these could get better long tail keywords just to help you get more money on that. Love Rank IQ. So I've had this up for a little while and there's no pop-up. So what do I mean by that? There's no email opt-in popping up saying, you know, hey, here's our freebie. And so you guys, this is on desktop. On mobile, like somebody has to scroll down for a long time to get to this opt-in. Okay. And it's a lot of words. So what people want in an opt-in is they want something that's going to solve a problem. So I would say 5 easy ways to save $1,000. Grab your free guide. Something that's going to make them trigger and say, oh, I could save $1,000. I think your kid one would do super well here because parents want their kids to learn how to budget. So I think even putting that here, or maybe even using that as your pop-up. I don't know who you're using for email, but every one of them have a pop-up. It just, because here's the thing, you guys, we look at this from a consumer, okay? We look at this from your customer. If I'm going through here, you've already probably lost me somewhere in here. I've already clicked. And so I'm not getting to this email opt-in. Now, I will put a caveat here. If you're getting hundreds of email opt-ins a day from this, then I would keep that. I would still do another pop-up of some sort. And it can be 2 different ones. It's fine. So, but be really specific. I think this needs to be a little bit more specific, in my opinion. So, but your blog is beautiful. Beautiful.
It is.
I love how it's laid out. I just like, I love all that. I love that you can search. I mean, you guys, this is just a well done blog. I would probably look at Rank IQ though, just to kind of see if you can't use some more keywords there to get higher on Google, because the higher you are on Google, the more you're making. So let's go down here and look at her YouTube. And you guys, just as a preference for me, like I like the social media links to be at the top if that's where you're wanting them to go. Because by the time I get way down here, I might not even make it down there. Just honestly.
Come on, YouTube.
Okay, so Miss Kristie, you have 508 subscribers. Let's talk for just a sec. Some of you may not even know this. To get monetized on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. And you have to have 4,000 watch hours within a year. Okay, so I'm going to give you one more. Okay, so now you only need like a little less than 500. Okay, but as I'm looking through this, so you guys, I'm using vidIQ, and we'll put this in the description because I can like look at keywords. I can see the things that makes these videos get more views. Okay, so one of the things I noticed first off is just your thumbnails. So like this one for Lucky Charms doesn't even have really a thumbnail. Okay, so somehow, and I don't know how, but Google can read what's on that thumbnail. So are those keywords that people are searching for? Are people searching for a casserole? Or are they searching for easy breakfast ideas? So you could do easy breakfast ideas, ham and egg casserole. And that's the same thing. So see, a year ago, like you've only had 26 views on this. So let's go in and analyze this just a little bit, just for a minute. So the first thing that I'm seeing is this video is super short, like super duper short.
Yeah, 39 seconds. Super short.
And I know what you guys are doing, okay? Because I'm a blogger too. You're putting this with your create stuff so that it goes with your blog, so you can get with your Mediavine and Elite, all of those. But here's the thing: these need to be about 8 minutes long to get. They have to be at least 8 minutes long to get monetized. Okay, so how do you take this and make it longer? Well, you do a little intro, you do a little outro, like, and then you smash them all together in iMovie or whatever editing you want to use, and you get it to that 8 minutes. You guys, it's super easy. Tell a story. Tell us a little bit about this recipe. Tell me like what else I could add to it. And then at the end, tell me a little bit about your blog. Tell me about saving money. Like, what's that next step that you want me to take? Okay, so the other really thing all of you guys want to look at, you always, in the first 3 lines, one, you need to be using keywords. And I can show you guys here. So like I've got vidIQ up, so it's given me a score. So like you could add more tags. The tag count, like those would be a couple of things I would look at. But it's also going to tell me, like, you don't have an end screen. You haven't shared it on Facebook and just liked it right quick. Okay, like vidIQ literally walks you through the easy things.
And the point of vidIQ, right, is to help you to optimize your videos. So yeah, so I mean, these things it's showing you need to do, it's because that's what's going to make your video optimized.
And it's only $96 for the year.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
For the price of it, like it gives you all these keywords. It helps you score all of this. Like it just makes it easier to do YouTube. But like right here, like you need to have, like, here's the recipe, and it needs to be in those first 3 lines. So this needs to go up 1. Okay?
Because a lot of people don't even know that they can click to see more.
And it's difficult on
a phone. Yeah, I was gonna say when you're on a phone, it's a lot different.
Just like we talked about on the Facebook pages, it's the same thing on YouTube. Most people are on their darn phone. Yep. So make it easy for them. Okay, just make it easy that they can go in and find that. Okay, I love that you've got this. You honestly don't need the hashtags. Like YouTube does not do hashtags at all. Unless you're specifically listing, like, here's the pan, here's the eggs, here's the spatula. You don't need this description. Okay, you want to get as many of those keywords in there that if somebody's looking for an egg casserole, that they're looking for a spinach egg casserole, like this is what needed to be on the cover. And go through vidIQ. Here's just a little bit of vidIQ. Like you can see, like it does it by like how much competition. I was looking at your Lucky Charms, like easy snacks. Y'all, 30,000 people a month are on YouTube looking for easy snacks. Easy recipes, 156,000 people search for that on YouTube a month. So like, look, like that's why I love vidIQ. Because I can go through and look at the keywords, I can copy them and put them over. Pin a comment, like, what do you like in your egg casserole? So that you can start to get people talking, just like in social media. So, but girl, those are the things that we would recommend. And what we're going to do is, if you want us to write all of that up, we're happy to do that. Or if you want to join the membership, you can do that too. We'll send you some information and you can just kind of choose what's best for you. And for everyone else, like, definitely, you've seen the value, like, sign up for the mini audit at least.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Link is below, guys.
Yeah, the link is below. and do that. Here's the thing, we want to see you grow your business. The more that you grow your business, the bigger the impact that you get to have in the world. And that's the coolest thing to be able to see. So
Yes.
again, click the next videos, watch a few other audits, get some ideas, and make sure you get your own audit. Okay, so you guys have a great day.